Hey, Zack Boughton from Glacier here. I've been out the last 3 days scouting for mule deer and wanted to talk to you about a new for 2022 product that I've been pretty pumped to add to my kit. And that's our Chill Coop 32-degree down quilt. And a lot of you might not be familiar with what a quilt is, and so I just want to run through sort of an overview of what a quilt is and when you might use it. Now, when you think of quilt, you're probably thinking of grandma at home on the couch knitting up a blanket. And while that's not wrong, this is definitely different. And if your grandma can make one of these, she is awesome. This quilt is really sort of a hybrid between a blanket and a full sleeping bag. And down quilts and quilts in general were really designed by the ultralight backpacking community when they wanted a sleep system that would be as light as possible and as compressible as possible. And so in warmer climates and warmer conditions, we don't necessarily need the insulation that's between our back and our sleeping pad, right? We're compressing that down. It does provide some insulation value, but when it's really warm out, we really don't need it. And when it's warm out, we also probably don't really need the hood of our sleeping bag. So just by eliminating those two things, we're able to cut out quite a bit of weight and quite a bit of space when it comes to compressing the product down and packing it in a backpack. So you can see no hood on this quilt right here. Got a little magnetic closure for going around your neck to keep that warm area in if it does get cold. And then on the back of this, I have it open right now, there is no backside to the product. It's just you lay on your sleeping pad and this comes over you, and there's different levels of how laid open, sort of like a blanket like I was running it, or you can use our elastic straps to get it kind of tucked under so it more resembles a sleeping bag. So as far as when you're going to want to use this product, I'd say any summer backpacking trips when it's going to be, normal seasonal temperatures. Early season archery stuff would be great for it as well. If you spend a lot of time in the desert, which has just more traditionally warm temperatures, this could be a really great product to add to your kit. One thing that is going to impact the warmth of the quilt is going to be both your personal sleep preference on how warm or cold you sleep, and then it's going to be the R value of the sleeping pad which you sleep on. Those are both things that you're probably going to want to test out and run for yourself, but I'd be very comfortable saying that almost every user is going to be able to comfortably sleep down to 32 degrees in this product as long as you use it correctly and attach it to your sleeping pad and kind of tighten it down. For me personally, I'd be comfortable running this probably down into the low to mid 20s. Just personally having used it and got to spend some time with it both this spring and summer, that's kind of where I would feel comfortable with my setup as far as running it. So yeah, this product is really cool. There's a lot of quilts on the market. Some of them are pretty simple. What we did that I feel like is really unique is we used the sleeping bag patterns and technology and features, and we incorporated it into our quilt. So the overall cut and design and layout is very similar to what you'd expect if you've had or used our Chill Coop 0 or 15-degree sleeping bags. Starting at the bottom, we have that articulated foot box, which is really nice. It allows your toes to basically, rest in an upright position and not be cramped. We've got Pertex face fabric with Y-Fuse technology, as well as a super DWR coating. So it sheds moisture really well and it cuts the wind really well. 850 plus goose down with a hyper dry coating. So as far as a down product that's going to resist moisture over prolonged periods of time, this is pretty exceptional and sort of the gold standard. You can see we've got the same patterning. So we do have a wider shoulder area, so you're not going to feel cramped in this thing. And then moving up to the neck here, snap closure, which is right here. These two little black tabs snap together. We also have a magnetic closure just to go around your neck if you're trying to maximize warmth if it is getting cooler. So pretty awesome product. There's a little bit more detail and information on that on both the product page and our YouTube, as well as how to set up and install this. So again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to give us a call at the shop.